everyone, what is going on? So we have another shoutcast for you today, and we're going to be looking at Zweilous again. I know I did a video of it yesterday, but we're going to be focusing on it again. I didn't realize that two trainers back-to-back sent me submissions of it, but that's totally fine. They're different videos, and Zweilous is definitely a really good Pokemon. It's not a Pokemon you see on every single team, but it's really good, and I personally like it a lot. I actually have a really good ranked one. I don't remember the rank, but it's really good. I just didn't invest in it yet. So yeah, I feel like it's a solid pick. And yeah, so we have 2 sets for you today. So going to be two 5 games each, so 10 games total. And let's take a look at Scarlet's team. They did submit videos in the past. So okay, we're gonna see the Zweilous with Dragon Breath, Body Slam, and Dark Pulse, which is very common moveset on that Pokemon. Azu with Bubble, Play Rough, and Hydro Pump. So Scarlet is opting to go with the Hydro Pump instead of the Ice Beam, so you definitely probably want to Play Rough, and then the other move is basically whatever you decide to go with and what you feel more comfortable with. And then we see Alolan Marowak with Fire Spin, Shadow Ball, and Bone Club. So again, very standard moveset on these 3 Pokemon, and very good team as well. So the only thing about this team I would say is that it's kind of weak to Azumarill. I mean, you do have an Azumarill to answer Azumarill, but that's really the only answer you have to it. Alolan Marowak and the Zweilous, especially Zweilous, are going to be weak to it. So yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out, but that's totally fine. We'll see how this team plays out. So the first game is almost over. We're going to begin shoutcasting. So going to be able to feint it. In comes Alolan Marowak. So Alolan Marowak is going to get off a Bone Club. Okay, this Bone Club I believe will probably be enough. No, not going to be enough. That looked like a significant undercharge. That undercharge is going to cost the opponent because this Hydro Pump is coming out. Will the opponent decide to shield? They actually won't. They called the Play Rough or the Ice Beam, and that Hydro Pump is just able to knock it out. So good game. Able to win the first game in the video, and that was really good. So let's see how the next game plays out. But yeah, really well played. Really well played. So it is going to be Zweilous versus Haunter. So this is definitely favorable for the Zweilous. In the Halloween Cup, I have been seeing a lot of Haunter and Gengar with Sludge Bomb. Probably all of them. I mean, most of them carry it, I think. So it might have a little bit of play against Zweilous, but Zweilous is just going to be doing so much damage with Dragon Breath. You really have to get out, right? I mean, even against this Beedrill, it does a lot, but Zweilous is actually going to switch out into a Alolan Marowak. Now, do you farm down? Okay, not going to farm down, not going to be wanting to be hit with Drill Run. So getting the shield, okay, that means the Beedrill will be going for a Drill Run. Now, Alolan Marowak can survive it, but it wants to stay healthy, so it's going to go ahead and shield that attack. And then it will be able to farm down the Beedrill and have loaded energy with a lot of health. In comes that Haunter. Okay, Haunter is definitely not going to be able to take this Shadow Ball at all. So it definitely goes down super fast. In comes Gengar, double Ghost, double Haunter, not double Haunter, but Haunter and Gengar. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead for the Bone Club. Super effective damage. That Bone Club is going to do a lot, even though it's a weak move. A little bit of lag. Hopefully it doesn't affect anything coming from the Alolan Marowak. Able to still get the damage through, and Zweilous deletes it in like, what was that, like 1 or 2 Dragon Breath attacks? Able to delete that Gengar. You could see the power of Dragon Breath, right? Absolute sheer power. So great game though, great game. So let's go ahead and jump into another one. Really well played. Yeah, Haunting Gengar way too squishy to go up against a Dragon Breath user basically. But okay, so we have a great matchup. The Shadow Ball from the Alolan Marowak is not doing much. Bone Club is a weak move. So okay, now it's going to be in a Azumarill mirror match. We have seen it before, and we will see it again. If you're running Azu, you're definitely going to be running into players that are running Azu as well. So it looks like this Azu is going to go ahead and go for the Play Rough right now. This Play Rough will connect, and it looks like the opposing one is going to go for a Play Rough. So it looks like since the opposing Azumarill came in first and got a little bit of a head start, it is going to be able to win this matchup. We'll have to see how shields play into it. But this Azu going to go ahead and go for the Play Rough, getting it pretty low, but still the shiny one is going to be able to get to a charge attack. Going to go ahead and go for it. If it's a Play Rough, it will be enough to knock out. Ice Beam might not be enough. It is Ice Beam, okay. That actually doesn't knock it out, but Zweilous comes in. Zweilous is going to go ahead and go for the body slam. I am curious if you could have Dragon Breath down before like an Ice Beam came out. I'm not really sure. Maybe not. Maybe it... I mean, it's double resisted. But in comes Toxicroak. Okay, Toxicroak is going to be dealing super effective damage with counters, so Zweilous definitely doesn't like to see it. But Body Slam and Dragon Breath are doing a lot of damage as well. Can't get to another one, but at least he took a shield from the Toxicroak. I mean, this is tough because that Azu is very low. In comes Alolan Marowak. So this is really going to be an uphill battle. So Alolan Marowak going to shield this Mud Bomb. Another Mud Bomb coming through. Are you going to take it? Yep. The Alolan Marowak is going to take this Mud Bomb. So going to do a lot of damage. I mean, okay, in comes Alolan Marowak. Going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball. Does the opponent still have a shield? I'm actually not sure if the opponent still has a shield. They do. Looks like he's trying to swap. Oh, able to catch that move. Able to catch that move with the 1 HP Azu. That was a beautiful sack swap. If he wins this one, that's going to be the reason why. Going to have to shield this one up. Shadow Ball should knock out the opposing Alolan Marowak, right? Should be able to get to it before the Bone Club comes out, I think. Yeah, able to get to the Shadow Ball. This has got to knock out the Alolan Marowak. Shadow Ball is super powerful. Able to knock it out. In comes Toxicroak, counter double resisted, able to feint it with Fire Spin. That sack swap won him the game. Holy cow, I thought he was going to lose that one. That was absolutely crazy. That was an amazing sack swap. Sack swaps have been really difficult to land lately. I don't know if they fixed that, but for me it's been difficult to land. But able to pull a beautiful sack swap with that, and yeah, won it because I can't get over that game. That was a great game. That was a great play. Thought that was a loss, but no, able to pull it on out. But anyway, the next game, you do see Mandibuzz going for a Shadow Ball. Zweilous is going to be able to resist that, so I'm curious why the Mandibuzz didn't go for a flying attack like Aerial Ace. Not that Aerial Ace is really powerful, but I mean, it is neutral. So another Body Slam coming out into the Mandibuzz. Will the Mandibuzz shield it? No, it will not. Going to try and farm down with Dragon Breath, but the Mandibuzz gets to a charge attack. If it's Shadow Ball, Zweilous lives it. It probably lives Aerial Ace anyway. It is Shadow Ball, so Zweilous going to be able to farm down. In comes Drifblim. Okay, a Pokemon we don't see all the time in this cup. So Zweilous is going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse, getting the shield. Okay, so at least getting the shield. Will he be able... It looks like this Drifblim is going to farm down, able to get to a Body Slam, but the Body Slam is double resisted. So there's going to be no shield coming in from that Drifblim. But look how much Dragon Breath did. The Drifblim is loaded, so it's going to be able to go for moves, but it's super low. So it's going to go ahead and go for the Icy Wind. Azu not going to take the bait. Now going to go for either another Icy Wind or a Shadow Ball. We'll have to see. Going to be that Shadow Ball. That is doing a lot of damage. The Azu at this point might attempt to farm down. It is debuffed though. You do have to watch out for that. Will the Azu shield? It will shield. Going to be another Icy Wind. So that is a nice bait on the Drifblim side. Switching out into Alolan Marowak to farm down with Fire Spin. I like that play. Oh, in comes Ivysaur. Okay, so Ivysaur is not going to be able to withstand these attacks. I mean, Fire Spin. Super effective damage. Shadow Ball going to be enough to knock out Ivysaur as well. The opponent still had a shield, but maybe they realized it was over and decided not to shield. But able to win that one. So very well played and very good game. So we are going to go ahead and move into the next one. He did find an opponent, so let's see how this next game goes. But yeah, really well played by Scarlet. High level play. I mean, high level play. We do see a Shadow Mawile. Okay, how does this go? I did say that Dragon Breath obviously going to not do good against fairy types. Obviously, Body Slam and Dark Pulse isn't. Power Up Punch is going to be super effective. This is terrible for Zweilous. Zweilous has to switch, so we're going to take the Power Punch and then switch. In comes Shadow Victreebel. This is not looking good. He doesn't even have Ice Beam. I mean, you'll get a shield from the Shadow Victreebel, there's no doubt about it, but Shadow Victreebel is going to be able to farm all the way down. It does take a while to get to the charge attacks, but still, I mean, Zweilous, both of those Pokemon actually resisted, but, it's still doing a lot of damage. Okay, so Body Slam coming out. This is going to be a very tough game. Body Slam is coming out, not going to get shielded. Okay, Dragon Breath will be able to finish it off, but again, that Mawile is going to come in, and Mawile is going to be able to resist these Body Slams. I mean, it's still probably decent. Okay, going to get a shield. I'm very shocked that opponent actually decided to shield that. Alolan Marowak is coming in, and Fire Spins will be doing a lot. So Alolan Marowak does have good play. Going to shield up the Power Up Punch. So Alolan Marowak, yeah, able to farm down, has a lot of energy. Now I see how he wins. Okay, so in comes Shadow Gardevoir. We see a triple Shadow team. I love seeing triple Shadow teams. It looked like the opponent had an advantage, but he was able to pull it on out. I don't think the opponent should have shielded that Shadow Mawile, but I don't think it would have mattered. I don't know. That Alolan Marowak basically shut down that whole team. That was the problem, you know. But anyway, Zweilous versus a Shadow Victreebel. Okay, so Shadow Victreebel is... Yeah, gonna switch out, okay, into Azu, so out comes Azu as well. Yeah, Shadow Victreebel is still doing a lot with Razor Leaf in that fight, but Zweilous was resisting it. So we do see double Azu again. The opponent does have play rough, so again, it's gonna be a play rough fight. The opponent may possibly win it, but who knows? Obviously, he knows, Scarlet knows, he has 2 answers in the back to that Shadow Victreebel, so not really too concerned with the Shadow Victreebel per se. But we'll have to see. Obviously, the Azu wants to avoid Shadow Victreebel, but so okay, another play left coming out right now. So this is going to do a decent amount of damage. Going to switch out into Shadow Victreebel. Out comes Zweilous. Zweilous is going to be hit with a charge attack. Leaf Blade honestly might actually even KO. Oh, it's Leaf Tornado. Okay, that wouldn't have KO'd, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, look how much damage Razor Leaf is doing, even though Zweilous resisted, right? That's how powerful it is. So yeah, Leaf Blade would have actually KO'd. That's why the Zweilous shielded. So that was a good shield. I mean, you really had to if you wanted to win that matchup. That damage is insane. I know a lot of people don't like Shadow Victreebel, but hey, it's a legal Pokemon, so some people like to use it, myself included. So as you're gonna go ahead and go for the Ice Beam to finish off that Zweilous. In comes Alolan Marowak. And out comes the opposing Alolan Marowak. Okay, so both have 1 shield. The opponent is going to go for a charge attack. He's calling the bait. Is it going to be a Bone Club? It is beautiful. Able to call that. Maybe he didn't have enough energy. That's why. So maybe it wasn't a gamble. I'm not really sure because I haven't been counting. But a Shadow Ball coming out. The opponent will opt to shield that. Charge attack coming through. You really do have to shield this. So even the Bone Club, you still have to really shield it. Will it be able to get to a Shadow Ball? Able to get to that Shadow Ball that will knock out the opposing Alolan Marowak, and Scarlet will be able to win this game. So great game, able battling. You know, wasn't that back-to-back Shadow Victreebel? You know, able to take both games as well. We saw this triple Shadow team, and then we saw a lone Shadow Victreebel on that team. So that was really cool, but able to win that one. So it's Zweilous versus Azu. So this is a terrible matchup. So the thing is, you really have to switch into your own Azu. But if you do and they switch into a counter to it, which they're not, you have no answer for Azu. But they're not switching out. So maybe they're playing this out, which is obviously what you have to hope for. So, you know, okay, a play rough coming out from the Azumel. So this, again, we know how this plays out. Right? I mean, we've seen this in multiple games already. You guys have seen it in your Halloween Cup battles. I know you've seen it because Azu is just such a good... it's a good Pokemon in general, isn't it? The opponent does switch out. Okay, but that Azu is pretty low at this point. But switching into Beedrill. So Beedrill is going for the X, is it? No, Fell Stinger. Okay. That will boost Poison Jab damage, and play rough is coming out. So this play rough is resisted, but maybe he'll think he has Ice Beam and shield it. Yeah, going to go ahead and shield it, so Beedrill will knock out the Azumel. Alolan Marowak can farm down, perhaps, maybe. Boosted Drill Run. No, gonna bring in the Zweilous, yeah, because he knows he has Fell Stinger, and assuming that Beedrill has Drill Run, which is probably what I would assume as well. So Fell Stinger still does a decent amount. I mean, it's adding up in damage. Another Fell Stinger definitely coming out. Yeah, that's why Leah's taking a lot of damage, able to get to a Body Slam. So this Body Slam, will it be shielded? It will be shielded. That Beedrill has a huge attack. In comes Alolan Marowak. Will this be a Fell Stinger? You really have to shield? I don't know, it could be a Drill Run. Going to be a Fell Stinger. Okay, unfortunately shielding the Fell Stinger. Out comes Azumel. Play rough, able to take that. So nice call not to shield that. Oh, this is a tough one. What do? Do you farm down? You have to shield this and farm down, I think, right? I mean, then your opponent has no shields. You'll be loaded on energy. The Beedrill, you know, is weak. Not going to farm down. Going to go for the Bone Club. Okay, I like that play. I like that play because able to use a little bit of energy. Not too much. Still is loaded on energy. Still has enough for a Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, you don't want a Shadow Ball against the Alolan Muck. So going to go ahead and go for back-to-back Bone Clubs, which is super effective. Although, again, it is a weak move. So 2 of them will not KO. So this will not KO. And going to switch into Zweilous, able to go down and fade, unfortunately. And then the Dark Pulse will come out. This will definitely KO. Nice attempt, nice attempt. Wasn't able to pick it out, though, or pick up the win, not able to. But that's okay. It was still a good game. I still enjoyed it. Really well played. For the most part, really well played. I mean, that was a tough game, but, you know, try your best. That's all you can do. So we have Zweilous versus Alolan Muck. Okay, so... Oh, is that Bite? I was about to say, let's see how this plays out, but I think that's actually Bite, which is actually better for Zweilous because it's resisting it. It resists Snarl as well, but now this Alolan Muck can't get to Sludge Wave as fast. Oh, that Bite is still doing a lot of damage, though. Look how much damage that... I mean, yeah, this is going to be a Dark Pulse, but you still have to shield it because look how much damage Bite did. Even though Zweilous is resisting it, it still does a lot of damage. In comes Shadow Victreebel, going to go for back-to-back Body Slams, it looks like. So nice play. 2 Body Slams is probably enough. Going to get the shield, going to go for another Body Slam. Could have been a Dark Pulse, that's probably why they shielded it, so it makes a lot of sense. Going to actually double shield. Maybe one Body Slam may have actually been enough. So that was really good. Switching out into Shadow Houndoom. Okay, I like it. So in comes Azu. Azu definitely walling this Houndoom. What does it have? Crunch, Flamethrower. What else? I don't know. Probably nothing that could hit Azu for that much damage. Fire Fang certainly not hitting it for a lot. So going to be able to bubble down Shadow Houndoom. And against the Victreebel, going for Hydro Pump. Okay. Going for that Hydro Pump, this will definitely KO. I mean, Play Rough would have as well, but you might as well, right? Go for the Hydro Pump. It was no shield was involved, so the opponent was out of shields.